What's going on, guys? A little bit of a weird setup tonight, but hopefully you're all feeling all right, yeah? Oh yeah, new emotes out. If you got access to that, you got access to that. You can thank Frey. It's Gearomatic. Because the gear's all heated. How's this volume? It's doing alright. I lowered the volume for you, but not for me, so it's loud for me. Yeah, I'm using the fucking using what I can at this point. And go cry in the corner. Yes, it's an emote for ads only. Do not use it unless we're watching ads. But anyway, like I said in the stream title, over the last maybe 12 months, this monitor keeps doing this thing where it'll turn on and then it'll dim, and it's kind of hard to see. And the fix so far has honestly just been to kind of like whack it with with the back of my hand, like almost like a bitch slap, and it turns back on. No worries. But finally, it has died. I can see when I plug it in that there is an image, but the backlight's out. And I'm pretty sure. Let me pull it up. Hang on a second. You can see how nasty it looks under the direct lighting, but I'm pretty sure I've been in this one before to fix it. And I'll tell you why. Because this is broken. Because I lost the screw. You see this hole right here, which is where the clamp goes in for the mount, and there's a subsequent one up here, which is the actual one, is right next to the screw hole, and the screws actually fell in. And the only way for me to get it out was actually to break one of these and just go in with the tweezers and pull it out. So I know that I've been inside this one. I know that I fixed this one before. So I think I know what the problem is. In fact, my fucking DigiKey history might have the actual cap that I need to replace this again. But I'm gonna open it up and see. The cap is like the capacitor is cents, if that. But shipping is usually like $3 or $4. So I don't want to buy the wrong one and ship it and just pay like shipping fees for nothing. So I'm gonna try and open it up again. These open up pretty strangely. I'm not a fan of how they open up, but yeah, you can see this is broken too. The press release for the actual pegs that's sitting here. So I've definitely been inside this one, but I'm gonna pull it open. We'll see if we can pull a value off of that. Maybe do a screw into the intake manifold. Oof, no, thank you. It reminds me of that video of the guy dropping the screw down the what was it, the plane turbo or the plane turbine, and it went down to the bottom. It reminds me of that. But so if I remember correctly, this bezel along the outside actually has to come off, and it's always not my favorite thing to do. Because I always feel like I'm breaking it. So I'm gonna just go start by grabbing a flathead. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I had a thing of screws. They're screwdrivers and screws, and now it is all over the place. What's going on, Shadow? Yeah, I agree with that statement. There's no CR tubes in this, although there is high voltage for the... Ooh, actually... Yeah, it is probably CRT tubes. What is that screw for? Oh, that might be from my laptop. Where'd the piece that I want go? Severe eye corrosion? Oh, fuck. See, I always forget how I started this. I think I just fucking literally just pulled it up like that. I'm gonna be honest. If I break this, it's not the end of the world. Literally, the story with these is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. One's at my parents' house, but I use 4 on my computer. And the 5th one is a widescreen. And I used to work IT for high school, and at the end of the semester, we would throw all the bad monitors away. You know, all the ones with like the cracked screens or whatever shit was going on. And so, no old credit cards now. I'll just pull it up. And so I brought a bunch home, and I took them apart, and I kind of squished them together and made 5 or 6 of these monitors that worked. They've been working great. Like I said, this one had the backlight go on me once, and I fixed it. I'm hoping to do that again. But I mean, for fucking free, I'll put in $5 every couple of years. I don't have any credit cards on me. I could go get my wallet, but I have a nice... See, the problem is there's shit in here to like be able to do that. Nah, that's not helping me. All right. So we got this little guy that actually is the buttons. I'm gonna remove that. I gotta get my Phillips set out. My hands are so fucking shaky. Holy cow. If I'm doing shit out of frame, please tell me. And screws go everywhere. Okay. So at this point, all that's holding the front and back on is just those snaps. And you actually, when you mount it, you actually screw into these mounting points so that it holds it up. But funnily enough, when you use the stand that's included, it goes into these 4 holes, and it doesn't actually interface with this metal piece anywhere. So the stand actually has you not supporting it by anything but the stand itself, you know? I probably should have put something down to protect the face of this. But like I said, these are kind of crappy ones. I literally have my setup as my main screen. On my left-hand screen, I have OBS. My right-hand screen, I have OBS. Left-hand screen, I have chat. And then on my other computer, I have the actual stream and chat again, just in case, because sometimes network sucks here. So I'm not worried about getting scratched up. It's not really a presentation monitor. And this one is on my second computer, so it's kind of less... It's not as important, you know what I mean? So... I'm just gonna go through and disconnect all the cables. They're really in there. Holy cow. Come on. So you can see already this is just floating, free floating. I'm not sure why, considering that's what you screw into, but I guess this recess in here combined with the pushing force of the snaps must hold it in place, and that's good enough. Because again, you're screwing into here, but look, this is not secured. This is loose. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they're... I don't know. Maybe I fucked it up when I put it back together, but... That's all connected. We got this big ribbon cable on top here. I'm gonna spin it around so I can take a look at it. God damn. Doesn't want to come out. Looks like it's halfway out, actually. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I gotta snap it back in. So, Dune, I've actually... I don't think I have my MagSafe charger here to show you. My MagSafe charger, the very end of it, where it snaps to the computer, actually got all like burnt and nasty and charred. And so I bought just a new cable, and I cut the very end off, and spliced them and heat shrink them. And now I have a double length cable. It's the best thing in the world. But I never use the computer anymore, so it's kind of half mute, but half moot. This was stuck down with a little bit of sticky stuff. I must have disconnected on the inside last time. But here's the innards. Oh boy, whoever soldered this last could have done a much better job. Right, so this is the power supply, and this is the processor. So if you look on the other underside, I get them both in one shot almost. You got your power coming in here, and you have power out. That's actually a power out, not an in, even though it's a barrel jack. A male? Oh, I always get those mixed up. This always looks like the one that receives power, but this is actually giving power to the speaker bar that can go with these. Zeta, it's totally option. That's totally a thing you could do. Most laptop hard drives are, I mean, if it's a more modern one, are SATA. You can just plug them right in like any other SATA device. If it's a PATA, you might need an older computer or an adapter. But it's totally possible to do that. And then on this side, you can see DVI in, VGA in, USB in, 2 USB out here, and then you actually have 2 USB out over here. So this is kind of just like a integrated USB hub to help you out with stuff. So I'm after this board. I'm just gonna pull it apart, and hopefully this thing's storing a charge from a couple days ago. 2009. Ooh, yeah. That's you'd have to pull it apart and see, but most laptops have like a little bay door on the back that you can pop open and pull the hard drive out. And if when you pull it out, sometimes there's an adapter on it. If it has an adapter, it's most likely a PATA drive. If it doesn't have an adapter, if the pins are kind of like poking out, then that's probably PATA. And if the pins have like a plastic guide in the middle, almost like USB without the outer shield, but a lot more, then that's probably SATA. You're probably gonna want to hope it's SATA, just because that's more prevalent. But there are options for both. I mean, you can get a thing for it for $20 to hook it up to your computer via USB. Yeah, Delphin's got the right idea. You could totally do that. It's totally a viable thing to do. So usually this white line right here. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Usually when they mark a white line like this, that's a separation of high voltage and low voltage. Like I said, I don't know for sure if this is CRT or LED. I think it's CRT. I remember it being high voltage stuff in here. So we just need to be careful that we don't like shock ourselves, I guess. I don't know. I'm just looking to see if I can actually see like a label. You know, sometimes the label high voltage or X number of volts or whatever. Another good indicator is if you can see it, there's slots cut out in different spots like that. That's usually a very, very good indication of high voltage because those slots are actually cut out to provide like a gap that makes it harder for sparks and stuff to start up. Let me go get my... Well, not CRT. Well, some screens have CRT tubes along the side. I'm not talking about like CRT like that actually displays the CRT. I guess it wouldn't be CRT. It's the ones that provide the light via... Is it CRT? No, it wouldn't be CRT. They have like halogen bulbs or something, whatever shit that is in the side. I don't know if I can know what it is. There are computers... No, CRT is definitely wrong. There are monitors that have edge lighting that is not LED. That's actual like bulbs and stuff. But like I said, I'm gonna go grab a multimeter real quick. CFL, that might be it. Yeah, compact CFL, that totally might be it. I don't fucking know. Something in there. But anyway, I got myself the old Radio Shack multimeter. Good enough for what I'm doing. I'm gonna poke around a little bit and see. Usually, this is where we got the voltage in, so I'm not really expecting anything across here. Yeah, millivolts. Center would be ground, so... Yeah, nothing. Something like this. Looks like a high voltage resistor. Nothing. Without flipping it over, I don't really think I know where the caps are. There's a cap right there. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. Good enough for me. If I fucking get zapped... Multimeter? Multimeter? What do you say, Dune? Multimeter? I bet you say multimeter. Another screw? Oh, right. These screws got to come out. So I will now do off screen. Sorry, I have the focus actually locked on the table, just slightly above the table, just to help me. So this might actually be out of focus. Doesn't look too bad to me, to be honest. All right, is that it? No. Ah. I can feel the board dropping. And the fact that the screw didn't rise up as I was unscrewing it was another good indicator. Say oil? Multimeter? Multimeter. You say owl? Say Earl. Alright, it's probably gonna fall out, yeah. Cool. So if I remember correctly, it's actually pretty hard to work on this. Oh, wait, there's a... Does this actually come off? Oh, God, no. Okay. Let me free that other board. Because obviously it doesn't want to come out without that one. And the connector is cheese. Right, this one's held on by the VGA and DVI. Shit. All right. You see what I mean right here? This connector is not... If I didn't know any better, I would say this connector was just soldered right to the board, to be honest. Because it totally looks like it is, and it's hard to get out. All right. No ants as far as I know. I'll be right back. I had to get the old multi-tool, or as excuse me, Dune would say, multimeter. Just because, like I said, nice. These VGA and DVI are actually held in via the screw post, which is a novel way to do it, but it also means it's a bitch for me to take it apart with a microphone in my face and a camera above me and shaky hands because I haven't really eaten much. Yeah, Sterling, I'm always worried about that because I've got two computers on my desk and I'm always finding them crawling on my desk even though I fucking like spray down my room with pesticide. And I always worry that one's gonna like crawl like into my GPU or some shit, or like, I don't know. It'd be my luck that would like crawl into the PCI slot or some shit and like, you know, zap my entire board or something. I'm waiting for the day. I mean, don't get me wrong. Using these to hold this in is great. It's a fucking awesome idea. Using stuff you already have to like, you know, basically no added cost besides stamping a hole out for it to thread through. You know, great. But it's just a pain in the ass for me. Also, I've offered to fix people's 3DSs, like, somebody had a capture card on theirs where the USB, like, popped off because whoever designed the capture card, in my opinion, used not the best part. They used the surface mount part instead of a through hole in a place that really needed the rigidity in the structure, and that I think could have been done better. But all right, this side you can see is the side that has the actual connector that pops out. If I can pull it out, there we go. Whereas if you look, I hold this where I'm not like fucking touching shit. This side, this connector doesn't come out. It's a little bit out of focus. But this is the connector I think is just soldered straight to the board, to be honest. But this is all good. That's all like the brains that decodes the VGA, GVI, and sends it to the panel. But this is what we want to take a look at. And right off the bat, without taking too much of a gander at it, might be hard for you to see. You see this capacitor right here? And this one right here? Those two are bulged out. I can tell you right now, those two are the problem childs. So, maybe if I tilt it, you can see a bit better. You can kind of see it. It's a little hard to see. Look at the difference between... I'm trying to do this in the camera. Between this guy... this guy here. This guy over here. See how flat they are? And maybe you can just barely see the little ridge on this guy and the little ridge on this guy here. Those two are the ones that are causing me to lose my back screen. My backlight, basically. So... I have a 35 volt 330 is a microfarad and a 35 volt 330 microfarad. Okay. Might be a little hard to get in there, but maybe you can probably take a gander right here at this guy. If it focuses for you. It doesn't look like it is. But yeah. The burn mark? Where do you see a burn mark? Am I missing it? Oh! Who the fuck knows, dude? That could also be a bad thing on here. It might just be that it gets hot. There's the burn mark. I hadn't even noticed that. Yeah, Badger, definitely. And that's pretty mild. Sometimes they'll be a little bit more pronounced. And sometimes you'll have some shmoo that actually leaks out because they'll blow. Like if you look up capacitors exploding on YouTube, you'll find videos of them like exploding. Usually that's when you fucking like, you know, it's rated for 35 volts and you feed it 120 or something. You know what I mean? But they can violently explode and push shit. I'm doing these hand gestures like you can see. Push shit out. So, That may end up being a problem. I can't guarantee that it'll still work after after we repair that piece, but what we can do is come look on DigiKey. Let's see if we can find it from this. I always forget the names of all these. I have to look at some pictures. No. Let's see. Let's do... This is the section where 100% of the time I fuck up. I can fucking pull the thing apart. I can you know, desolder stuff. I can resolder stuff. I can run, you know, bodge wires between stuff. But picking out the right part is always the hard part for me. These are definitely not ceramic capacitors. We'll go take a look at some ceramic capacitors just to show you what they look like. I say as I buy them. No. So these are surface mount, and then you have the through hole ones, which are kind of like the ones that are that gray, that brownie color. That are through hole. I know that I definitely want through hole. Can I just go straight into here? They won't let me like search all capacitors, will they? No. All right. So let's take a look. Aluminum electrolytic looks like the same package design. So let's start narrowing down our choices. We definitely want 35 volts. We definitely want 330 microfarads. Sorry, 330 microfarads, correct? Let me check. Yes, 330 microfarads. Yeah, we're going to get a replacement cap, and then hopefully when it gets here, we can solder it in. It'll be like a two-part series. Do these actually have a part number on them? They are Suscon brand. Suscon. 1119M. Microfarads, yes. That is not the same one. That's how it's actually labeled. Ah. This might actually be the same model number. From Mauser. I can order from Mauser, I guess. Like I said, we know it's 35 volt. We know that it is 330 microfarads. Which leaves us with 2 results. Both by Panasonic, it looks like. They're both the same price. Radio deleted. Pull the data sheet for both and see. Are they exactly the same thing? Oops. I think they're the same thing under different names or different... I don't know. ECA 1VM 331 versus 33B. Let's see. Where is their naming scheme? 331. 331 versus 331B. Okay, so we just got to find what the B designator means. I said it. Lead spacing. That might be it. It just might be lead spacing. When requesting taped product, please put letter B or I between the parentheses. Lead wire pitch B. Okay, so I don't think we really need tape. They probably bought it on tape. All right. So here's where things get weird, right? So this is literally just the lead spacing, which means the distance between this leg and this leg, right? That's literally what that lead spacing means, I believe. And so they have two options. Straight, which on, let's find 35 volts at 330 capacitance is either 0.5 or 0.5. So it should not, or 5.0. It should not matter between the two. Which one I get. I believe. Because like I said, the capacitance, 330 microfarads at 35 volts, which is what we need. The straight one with no B is 5.0, and the taping one is 5.0. So it should not matter which one we need between the two. So I'm gonna get, how much are they? They're 40 cents each. I'll get 10 of them. There's no minimum. So there's no reason not to get 10 of them. Like I said, my biggest cost is gonna be the fucking shipping. $8 for shipping. That's twice that's how many times the cost. And if they're 40 cents each, well, at this price, at buying 10, they're 20 cents each. But at 40 cents each for just individuals, that's what? 200 times the cost or some bullshit? I don't know. Let's see. That would be one. That'd be 10. That'd be 20 times the cost. No, 40 times the cost. Yeah, so 40 times the cost of one of these is the shipping. This is where they fucking get you. Because, like, you could stick this capacitor in an envelope and mail it to me as a sample. If I was getting a fucking reel of these, maybe I'd be like, all right, you know, put it in a box so they don't get damaged so my fucking machine can accept it. But 1 to 10 of these, just like loose, yeah, put it in an envelope and ship it. But like I said, that's probably what I'll do. I may shop around a little bit just to see if I could find some place that's not going to charge me $8 for shipping. But that's where we're going to leave off tonight. Nice short stream. 45 minutes, you know. Well, 40 minutes if you don't count the intro. I'm gonna send away for these. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look through my box of components to see if I have these. And if I do, we'll do a follow-up video soon. If I don't, like I said, I'm gonna order some and we'll do a follow-up video when I get the pieces in. I will pop them in. I mean, it's gonna be a simple solder job. It'll take me 5 minutes at the most to pop those out, pop new ones in. We'll put it all back together and we'll hook it up. I'll plug it into my iPad or something and see if we can push some video to it. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, then I don't know, maybe we'll smash it or something. But because it's not worth me buying a new. I wonder, what's the part number for this piece? L0229-1M. Let's see if we can find this board. $25. Yeah, not worth it. I'll cut down and buy a monitor. Is there a make an offer? There's not. I'd offer somebody like $10 for it, maybe. I don't think it's worth $20. Even with free shipping, I don't think it's worth $20. Yeah, the rest is motorcycle stuff. Well, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Streams have been making me feel a little weird lately. I'm not stopping streaming, but I think I'm gonna slow down maybe. As evident by this weekend. A and B. I'm picking up a lot of freelance jobs, so I'm doing a lot of audio stuff on the weekend, and you know those will be 8 to 10 hour audio jobs or whatever. If I'm doing a single, if I'm doing a double, it's all fucking day. And it kind of makes me less doing work or doing a double makes me not able to stream basically because I'm tired. So I got a lot of Fridays are scheduled coming up. So I know this Friday I've got work, and then Saturday I'm doing a double. But Sunday I'm off. The following Friday is Mother's Day weekend. I might stream then on that Friday and then go see my mother after that. The following Friday after that, I'm free right now, but it could change. It could change the day of. So I'm not stopping streaming, but I'm gonna be working more, I guess. And I don't know. I'm trying to get some things going in the background. Where maybe I can be actually like paid to stream some stuff for somebody else on like a separate channel, not related to my channel. I don't know. But streams aren't gone. They're just going to be maybe shorter in some cases and maybe less frequently. But that's life. Yeah, Mother's Day's coming up. I got to figure out what to get my mother. Damn woman gave birth to me and I can't think of what to get her. Anyway, I think I'm done. What's going on, dude? Yeah, I can discuss a little bit of what I plan to do. Send me some pictures, Dune. I'll tell you whether I think I can or not. I honestly want to see what's up with it before I say yes or no. Because there's some things that I know that I can't fix. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, send me some pictures. Shoot me a Discord message. Anyway, coming down the pipeline, I want to do some more Factorio, obviously. I've got a couple of keys for some VR stuff, some non-VR stuff. Did Vacation Simulator come out? I want to do that. There's actually a whole bunch of VR games that I want to do. It's stuck in sleep mode. Ooh. I don't know if I would know how to fix it. Like I said, DM me whatever info you have and I'll look into it. There's a bunch of VR stuff that I want to do. I don't know. I need a better processor, to be honest, but we'll figure it out. I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good night, and hopefully I'll be able to do a short stream before the podcast tomorrow. No promises, but I'm gonna try. Anyway, you guys have a good night. All your friends and family are alive. Vinny's doing Skiro. Dyer changed their name to Dorb and is doing, I guess he's working on vinesauce.com, the website. So go check them out, and I'll see you later. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.